that's where we're at here in Cincinnati. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Cincinnati Bengals. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here are the Bengals on offense, and here is Joe Burrow ready to lead them at quarterback.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it in the middle of the schedule. You don't see that a ton, do you? With the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Here's Hill on the return. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. So here are the Chiefs now under their veteran head coach, Andy Reid. As we get a peek at the former Red Raider and 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 43.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it in the middle of the schedule. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 down at the 31. To throw, it's Mahomes. Coleman has it here right side. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Number 36.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
No gain on the play.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes,
and he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Chiefs are going to take a first quarter lead. The touchdown giving him the first quarter lead. Remember, they lost a rough game 2 weeks ago. Then they had to sit through the open week, but a good start here.
And just think about everyone around them, everyone around the organization. When you lose headed into that open week, everyone's cringing because you don't have a chance to get on the horse and ride it again for at least 2 weeks. Well, they were able to take that time, use it constructively, and now they're back in form.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before and realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well.
else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On second down, here's Burrow. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On third down, Burrow. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
This first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out first and 10. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4.
47-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A gain of 5. First down, Chiefs.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he'll go back to Kelsey. This time it's caught. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with third and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his third and 1. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman, and he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Yannick Ngakoue in on the stop. Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run.
At the Bengals' 28-yard line.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Heck of a move, and then brought down near the 23.
A 5-yard.
Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a third down. Gonna give this time to the tailback. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
The tackle made by Jesse Bates.
It's a 4-yard pickup, and on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. They'll run with Coleman on first down, and he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Kansas City.
A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. That holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
Now Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Burrow on play action. That's taken in by Higgins. He's at the 30. And he will finally be taken out of bounds as it's an enormous play there on the final snap of this first quarter. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. On the ground, this is Williams. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And Tate's got it. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Auden Tate, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Jackson now to return. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Around 26-yard line.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage.
That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 59 yards.
I don't think we'll ever get enough of watching one-handed catches, and when they pay off, they are spectacular. But how about the times they don't pay off and coaches go, 2 hands. 2 hands still works.
I know, but they go for them so often now that I'm almost starting to take them for granted.
Yeah, that's unbelievable, isn't it? Because these are sensational type plays.
Especially that one with the defender right there. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Now that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
On 2nd down now. Shields. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there. Of course you're going to give it to him.
And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
2-yard line. first and goal, Kansas City.
They'll try to run this one in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to second and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in, and he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Taken about 7 yards deep, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
On second down, it's Williams, and he's got a Bengals first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now Burrow on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Boyd. A gain of 6 there on first. 4 receivers now. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Second down and 4.
At the 49-yard line.
Now it's Burrow. Finds the open target, Arnold. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here's Burrow. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack.
Joe Burrow's sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Now Burrow to throw on second down. Throw left side complete. That's Boyd. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. From the red zone now, here's Burrow first down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Colin Saunders busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Complete.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
Leads to third.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And the Bengals are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Second and goal at the Chiefs' 3-yard line.
They'll run it with Williams. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Jamal Williams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals have gotten it back to a 1-score game. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it was Jamal Williams who ended things with a touchdown run.
Line set to kick off.
Jackson now to return. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. They go play fake. Mahomes. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Mahomes now on first down. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Joe Burrow trots out again with the rest of his offense. And how does he rally the troops, so to speak? He's played well, but they're down big on the scoreboard. How does he get his guys going?
To make sure they understand it's not a me game, it's a team game. Everyone has to come together. Everyone has to up the level of play a little bit, including himself, and find a way to make some plays in order to give them a little bit of a spark and rally the team.
We'll see if they can indeed rally down big on the scoreboard right now. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Tate. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
To the air again, Burrow. Over the middle, complete to Tate. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Throwing again, it's Burrow. He'll drop this down to Williams. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 27-yard line. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half.
Breaks their line on.
So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we'll send you. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL.
Set to kick off.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Set to take over, Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. And they must have seen something leading up to this one that said, hey, we're going to be able to go deep because they've gone deep with a lot of success.
And pick your phrase, pick your code words, your buzzwords, whatever, vertical stretch, deep passes, go routes, right? What's that route you love? What's that route? Four verts.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. On second down now. Shields. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Hits this one to Hill. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great community.
And this is caught inside the 5. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
Killing ourselves.
So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be second and goal.
They're right there at the 1.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
good luck.
He's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was trying to get that ball to Auden Tate. And it's third down.
Kyle Duggar there on the coverage.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They had the double-digit lead at halftime, and they have continued to roll. They're hard to stop right now.
I think what we're seeing is an example of a team that has it figured out in this ball game. And whatever the adjustments are the defense has made, hasn't slowed them, hasn't phased them at all. They either anticipated them or they've been so far ahead that they just can't catch up.
Now it's just a search to add to the lead.
Yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 20-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Shields. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
36 on the carry.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
7-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll keep it on the ground. Franks. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Number 36.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, Franks. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That goes for a Chiefs 1st down, 14 yards.
1st down, Kansas City.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down, Franks. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Coleman. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see. And he lost the football, and the Bengals grab it.
Mahomes pass complete.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through it, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
How about this starting field position? First and goal from 2 yards out. They'll try to run this one in. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up second.
They'll keep it on the ground. Franks. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further.
On the carry.
It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And that stretches the lead to 27. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Cincinnati set to take over once again. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. They will throw on first down with Burrow. Slant pass to Boyd. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
10 at the 36-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down.
7-yard line.
Now Burrow. Able to find Higgins. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The throw right sideline here is complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 15 yards on the play. First down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
And Burrow going to throw again. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. Mike 52, Mike, go!
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. The Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Tate. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down.
That's certainly playing down a distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. He's got his man, Boyd. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Again, it's Burrow. to the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get that ball to Auden Tate, but it'll be second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
Let's go, dude.
Burrow looking to pass. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Jamal Williams. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer.
Lining up for the point after.
Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
On first down, Franks. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line.
Second and 5 now. Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
He was tackled at the 27.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on fourth down? They'll go for it. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Emmanuel Ogbah that time, able to drop him for a loss. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the fourth, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed. It's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
On second down, Burrow finds the open target, Arnold. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Colin Saunders able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. T. Higgins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Ready to go on offense, out come the Bengals. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Burrow on 3rd down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. From midfield now, Burrow. He'll drop this down to Williams. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A final shot now for Burrow. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game.
28.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a